Hello farmers, welcome back to Griffin, Indiana, where it has been raining all afternoon. So much so the water has risen in low-lying areas because I got that mod installed. So when it rains, low-lying areas will fill up with water, and it's almost coming out to our silage bunker out here. But yeah, it's been raining all afternoon, and we got a lot of harvest contracts going on. But probably won't get to it today because it's already almost 7 o'clock in the evening. Our cows are doing fine. We got 6 cows. I did go ahead and get the automatic feeding system put on down. It looks pretty darn good. Everything's lined up. There's no pipes sticking through the walls, and it's all lined up rather well. There we have it all alongside the wall, as we can see, and none of them are sticking outside the wall, which is what is really key here. So what I want to do this afternoon is, like I said, we're not done buying cows either. No, I don't want the light. I want to close the door. I also got the water trigger moved over here. The problem is I was stupid. I'm like, let's put it right next to this one, so they're right next to one another. I got to be careful when I want just to get the water because the fill level is also right next to if I want to sell the milk. That's the same button, so I got to make sure I'm only filling water, not selling my milk, because we're going to sell our own milk. Not going to have any milk for a while, though. Let's go over here and grab our Deucefar T9, and we have the animal trailer hooked right up to it because we're going to get more cows today. Yeah, we want to start off at least 20 cows. And I think we're going to get a different breed today as well. Let's jump into this beauty here. Head on down to the store. Let's get rid of that HUD. We don't need that HUD right now. Right now, the Ideal Combine Harvester is sitting at one of the fields ready to rock and roll. I also did download, and I did not even know this was even a mod, but thanks for the tip, that there is a mod that you can download right off the mod hub to collect straw on contract fields. So we're probably going to do that because I'm going to need the cash. We have a $4 million loan, and I'm pretty sure the loan interest per night is going to be somewhere around $25,000. Now, I have thought about putting down the solar power plant, but what that makes in a day is not going to be worth. I don't want to say it's not worth it. In the long run, it would be. That's why I did it on the Pacific Northwest. But it would probably make me somewhere in the vicinity of like $5,000. Is it $5,000 to $6,000 a day? But it's going to cost me $170,000 to put it down. So, yeah, there's that. It's not going to be quite enough to cover what our loan interest is. So right now, I mean, I did want to do it to begin with, but then I thought, you know, if it's worth it, maybe we'll go ahead and do it. So right now, I'm going to pass on that. These people are not even walking on the sidewalk. They're almost walking in the road. Give me some room, people. But we're coming down here to spend some more cash. Like I said, we probably will end up borrowing more cash pretty darn soon because this $73,000 is all I have left. That's all we have left to use, and I need more equipment. Not right away, so we'll see how the contracts go. Got tons of contracts to do. Now, the only concern I have with the contracts is, yeah, I can harvest what field I want when, but I got so many contracts going. When I go deliver the grain at whatever sell point I need to sell it at, what contract is it going to add it to? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot of contracts going to the same place. I have no idea. We'll figure that out later on. So right now we do have the Holstein cattle, but we're going to go ahead and do some Ayrshire. That's the way I think it's pronounced. But yeah, we'll go ahead and fill the trailer on up. Livestock trailer is full. Confirm. 6 more cattle on up to the farm. So this will give us 12. So we're going to have, I don't know if I want to go 9 apiece and then get 2 bulls for the cattle barn, or how we're going to do this here. Or am I just going to go 10 and 10 and just ignore having bulls inside the cow pasture? I got to think about it quick because we're buying the 20 cattle this evening, and hopefully we'll wake up in the morning. Now, tomorrow it's not supposed to rain at all, so hopefully we can wake up and get to harvesting. I got 2 fields I'm going to do right off. They're kind of small, and I just pulled right out in front of that truck. That's fine. It's all good. And all the straw that we're going to get off the fields and bale up, we're going to sell it because I just want the pure cash. I want to get the money on in. So the things that we are going to buy, I've been struggling in my head still thinking, do I just want to borrow the money and get the Big M or go with the butterfly mowers? And I'm thinking, you know, I use the Big M a lot, so probably just go with the butterfly mowers. I think that'll be probably the most sensible thing because I'll save myself a lot of cash. probably in the vicinity of like $380,000 to $390,000 I'll save by getting the butterfly mower rather than getting the Big M. The Big M is nice because you can just, you know, get into it, fire it up, and it's all one thing. Butterfly mower will have to attach to this, but this dude's fire can easily handle it. It's not, you know, just gotta go hook it up once in a while. Alright, and make sure we go to the animal trailer. Dump those in. I like how I say dump them on in. Are they there? Yeah, I see them in the barn and whatnot. Alright, let's go get some more because we're never happy with what we have. You know what? Yeah, let's skip the bulls because it'll get kind of complicated. I mean, not complicated, but maybe confusing is the word I want to use there. Because we're going to be here for a few seasons, obviously trying to run a farm with 2,000 cattle. We're not going to buy, like I said, 2,000 cattle. We're just going to buy a certain amount and then let them reproduce, and then our job is to keep up and maintain feeding them. And with seasons, it's going to be kind of hard. I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be a while. I really don't know how long it'll take. And we may have to adjust how we run this dairy farm here. See how fast they reproduce is the thing. Because winters, we'll probably just skip right through winters for the most part. Maybe not the first year. I mean, what contracts can I get in the wintertime? Nothing really, I don't think. So, you know, the wintertime won't be anything to do other than take care of the cows. And that'll be all. But we got a lot of work to do here now because I got like 7 or 8 harvesting contracts. Shouldn't take too long. I'll probably will hire, I was turning here, probably will hire a worker to do the harvesting while I go around and sell the grain and move around and do the bales and all that. But definitely got to sell those bales, straw bales. I mean, like I said, straw doesn't give you a lot of cash, but it's something. That's all I can say. So I have 6 each, so now I just need to get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. Let's go ahead and confirm that. I'll have to come back and get 2 more Ashire cows. That'll be 10 apiece, and that's where we're going to stop for now. We should have more than enough food to be capable of feeding the cows. The good part being the middle of summer. Right now the cows are getting grass from the field that they're in. So we do have silage, we do have straw. I just need to make some hay, and our grass meadow is not quite ready. I mean, we really just cut it 2 days ago in game. So we got to wait till somewhere around early fall before we get some hay. So we got to buy some butterfly mowers, a tedder, a windrower, and that's all we need to make hay. We're all set there. And once we go ahead and cut the grass in the fall, we're going to go ahead and turn that meadow into a field. That way we should get more off of that meadow / into a field, because we'll be able to put lime down, fertilizer, all that good stuff. Of course, we'll have to do some soil sampling to make sure we get 100% out of the field that we possibly can. And that should that new hayfield that we'll be making, that should be good enough for a few years. And then in the long run, you know, the money will start coming in. And like I said, this challenge is not about the money. It's about raising cattle on a dairy farm. I mean, once we get this, once we get the equipment that we basically need to run here, and we get that loan paid off, the money's going to come in, and we're going to have more money than I know what to do with. All right, all you need to go in there, confirm that, and the money's going down really quick. But we need 2 more cattle, so let's go pick them up. And the way it sits, I've probably got enough money in the bank account to pay off loan interest for 2 days. But like I said, tomorrow, yeah, we're going to start off by harvesting a couple of fields, and probably in between episodes, because this is the only, I don't want to say the only problem with seasons. It's a small issue when you're a content creator. When you're playing seasons, it's pretty much the only thing we're going to be able to do now for the next couple episodes is harvest. Not much else left to do. So I may do a little bit of harvesting between episodes, get some of the contracts done. But harvesting we definitely needed to do because one, it's first off you get paid for the contract. Two, you get some leftover grain off the field that you get to keep, which is always nice. And now, with being able to collect the straw afterwards, I think you better collect the straw before you complete the contract, though. That's the way I'm going to do it. Make sure you can collect the straw before you collect on the contract, or else I got a funny feeling it'll disappear on you. But yeah, we'll get some money from the straw as well. Got 2 more cattle, and we are done spending. Oh, but the one thing we will be doing though, because we bought the trailer last episode, I haven't picked it up yet. That trailer comes with trailer A and trailer B, or some people like to call it the trailer B is like the puppy trailer. We're going to sell the puppy trailer. I don't need both trailers. I really don't. Wait, where was I going? Ashshire. 1, 2. That's all we need. And confirm. Yep, you're going to your new home. For how long do you live there? I don't know. Like I said, how fast are the cows going to reproduce? What is an age limit on a cow? Can't really say. I've looked on the internet a little bit about seasons and the age limit on a cow, but mostly it says cattle are preferred to be between 1,200 and 1,400 pounds. But man, we're buying them and they're almost at that weight. So hopefully they don't gain the weight that fast, because I don't want them to be like only 2 years old where you got to sell the cattle, which I don't think it'll be 2 years. A little bit of rough ride for them back there. Yeah, driving the Ideal Combine through that bridge with the dual tracks on each side. It's a little, it's not snug, but if you're not paying attention, I could see myself tipping the Ideal Combine over. But now I feel like the series is starting to come together. We got our cattle. We got a lot of heavy equipment now. Well, I mean, we did start with a T9 on the first day, so that's some pretty heavy equipment right there. And I do have a tractor picked out for being around here on the cow, for taking care of the cows. A little small tractor. Let's see, where am I going to park this for now? Alright, let's go ahead and park it down in a shed. We only got one shed, and I don't need the animal trailer. Like I said, we're not going to be buying any cattle for a while. The max cattle I would like to, only purchase is 200. I mean, that's a lot of cows to begin with, and I don't want to get 200 cattle right off the top, because that might be a little bit too much for me to handle. The header is in there, so the animal trailer is going to go. Sneak it into here. Trying to sneak as close as I don't want to say close as I can, but I want to see if I can put things side by side in here. Try to keep my dairy farm nice and clean. Alright, let's go park this up by the baler, because hopefully we'll need that first thing tomorrow. Maybe not first thing tomorrow morning. The crops may still be wet in the morning. But now we have 20 cattle. Oh, I probably should, before I forget, even though they got plenty of water for sure until morning. I'll have to get myself into a routine now in the morning to make sure I come on over and make sure the cattle are topped off with water. Nope, wrong buttons. Stop it. Alright, let's get my HUD up. Even though there's no milk, I just got to make sure I'm on the right trigger here. Yep, fill up with water. Now they need 20,000 liters of water. Well, 21,000, we're at 6,000. I'm not going to put the pump on that always has water inside for them. So if I forget, I forget. There you go. There you go, ladies. Have some wonderful fresh water. Alright, so this is all set. We'll make sure we close the door so the coyotes don't get in. Wrong game, Peanut. That's Ranch Simulator. Yeah, I know. Our silage is all set to go. Wonder how long that food will last. And like I said, the automatic feeding system. Yes, we got to put straw, hay, and silage into here. So the tractor we are going to get, and I was kind of hoping I'd get it today, but we might get it today. I don't know. We'll see how much cash I got left over. Where's my Peterbilt? There we go. And attach that. I know it doesn't say Peterbilt on it, but we know it's a Peterbilt. It's an awesome mod. I'm loving it already by the sounds and everything. But we're going to down and grab our trailers, and I'm going to get some cash here because we're selling the puppy trailer. It's the same trailer I did use on the Pacific Northwest. I think I even used it on Hazard County. It holds 120,000 liters, and it'll hold just about anything. And it fits our combine so well because our combine holds 120,000 liters as well. I wonder how much I'll get for the puppy trailer. Now, I did drive the combine over to one of the fields with the traffic on, and you know what? It's capable of doing so. Yeah, I have to get pretty much off the side of the road to let cars go on by. There's no way can we pass one another. So right now the traffic will stay on. And the one thing I will say, I'm starting to get used to where some things are on the map. I drove around quite a bit when I was doing fertilizing contracts. Attach that. And now the fun part, you say, backing up a tandem trailer. I'm hoping... Oh, wow, all wrong. The good thing about this, I should be able... is that far enough, you think? Let's go ahead and... Do I have to go back there and unattach it manually? There we go. I don't want you. You might be nice, but articulated trailers is not my thing. If you've been here long enough, you know that. Driving forward. I wonder if that's in the box. And probably not. Can I grab that? I can. Let's drag it on over here. Am I in the box? Where is the sell point trigger? How about there? Is it there? There we go. I'm going to get $40,000 back for it, so that's good. I like that. That helps us out quite a bit. How much did I pay for this trailer set anyways? That seems $40,000. I think I paid a lot more than that for it. So, yeah, $80,000. So I sold, you know, each one holds $120,000. Makes sense. All right. The good news is with that is I could... No. I was going to buy the tractor to run on the farm, but the problem is when I spend that cash, it's going to put me below. Well, I'll go ahead and show you what tractor we are going to get next. It's small tractors, and it was kind of the Ford 40 series, and we're going to get the four-wheel drive just because, and yeah, we'll configure it later on, but this is roughly kind of the tractor we're going to get to run, basically clean out the cows and get the bales of hay and straw to put into the feed mixer. But this is roughly what we're going to be using right here. Well, this is the model, but we're going to configure it later on. But the problem is, yeah, it's going to be over 70 grand, and that'll put me below 25,000, which I'm probably going to need. So we'll use that in the future. But now we got ourselves a trailer here. And don't forget, we did harvest our own field, so we got, I forgot, was it 70,000 liters of oats to sell at some point? So we're just going to be waiting for some good pricing on that. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and bring the Peterbilt on over to where we got two fields to harvest. They're both barley. This trailer is going to be more than enough to hold both fields in, I think. Then we're going to sleep through the night, hopefully when we wake up. hopefully the crops are dry so we can do a harvest on a couple fields, get a couple contracts done. And like I said, I'm probably going to do a lot of harvesting in between episodes to get some of this work done, bring in some cash. And then hopefully at some point soon, get enough cash to where we can buy a lot more. We got to buy a lot more stuff. I may borrow some more cash. I may get our loan up to $4.5 million so we can buy everything and then just focus on paying off the loan slowly but surely. Let's go ahead in cab here. A little bit quieter inside the cab though. You like the horn on it. The horn's pretty cool. Is there a cliff here? I have no idea. Somewhat. Like I said, I can pretty much park this thing anywhere. So the first two fields we're going to harvest, like I said in the morning, they're both barley fields, so I'm hoping I can harvest both fields, stick it all in the trailer, and then go deliver. I'll have to see where these contracts need to be done. But like I said, the only problem I might have is, like I said, say this needs to go to sell point A, but maybe field that's on the other side of the map also needs to be brought to sell point A, and it's also barley. Don't know what contract is going to count towards, so we're going to see how this works. Yeah, we can kind of come over here and see how many contracts I got open up here. So it's more than 5 or 6, that's for darn sure. I've been accepting any contracts that come up, say harvesting, because I don't want them to harvest it on their own. Yeah, I want to do all the work. All right, so let's go ahead and teleport. Let's see, is it late enough? No, we can fast forward time a little bit. So let's go on home. I wonder what time sunrise actually is. You know what? I don't need to go home. We can go ahead and just sit here and talk. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do it on 2,000 times the speed. So you guys can see what the payments are like at midnight. And the lights do come on at the cow barn. All right, so it is $25,600, $152 for vehicle running cost, and $64 for property. Brings us down to $67,000, which is it's fine. Sunrise is coming. You know what? We're going to call that good because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. The crops are dry too. Perfect. Let's grab the Dutesfire T9. I hope this works out well because we should be able to get the straw off the field, and I got some straw in here as well. Let's get on down there and get to harvesting. Oh, I probably should put water in the cattle. I should be getting my mindset to take care of the cows every morning, put water in. Technically, they should be fine for 2 days on water. Like I said, I could spend $5,000 and get the pump that automatically always puts water in. It always puts a small amount in. Yeah, I've never used that. I get the purpose of it. I hope I don't need it. Hopefully I can remember every 2 days, got to take care of the animals at least. When it comes time to start feeding them every 2 days, well, actually, I won't. If I keep the feeder full, the automatic feeder will automatically feed them every day at least. I gotta test that a little bit off camera as well, so I can remember. I watched one video a long time ago to see how the automatic feeder, I mean, you can program it to feed the cows at a certain time, and how much to feed them. So I'll have to dig into that a little bit. That way when I show it to you guys, yeah, I'm not fumbling around too much. I'm probably going to fumble around anyways. So I'm just trying to guess. Let's see, with the Ford tractor, let's just call that $80,000. Time I buy the tractor, the front loader, the bucket, and a bale spike. It's going to be roughly around 80 grand. I need a butterfly mower. That's going to be what, like 40 or 50? It's like 130. Tedder and a windrower. I don't know, that's gonna be like altogether what, like $250,000? Ouch, that's a lot when I say it like that. That's a lot. Let's go ahead and just park this right here. Jump on out. And there she is, the ideal Fendt. The 10T. Alright, let's jump on in. No, I don't. No, wrong thing I'm unfolding. I need to unfold the combine. I folded it up because it was raining. Let me go ahead and just check to make sure we're on straw swath, which we are. Alright, and we should be good. Should be harvesting. Doesn't say I got wet crop, so we're good there. Like I said, it really shouldn't take me too long to harvest this field. So we got this field and the one right there to harvest as well. Those we got contracts on both of them. Actually, being a new day, I probably should double check to see if there's any new contracts going, but I'm only running at 1 times the speed, so hopefully I can get these 2 contracts done. Hopefully when I go deliver the barley at the particular places they need to be delivered at, that it counts those 2 towards those 2 contracts. And I can collect on those. So as of right now, I got to keep in mind that the loan payment's $25,000. Actually, I can always say loan payment. That's always incorrect. That's interest on the loan. It's not like American Truck Simulator when you make a loan payment. You're actually paying a little bit off the loan plus interest. The Farming Simulator, when you do that payment at midnight, that's just interest on the loan you have. You got to go in and make payments when you want to. And the first year, which we're already halfway through, and probably through the second year, we'll probably have that loan because we're just buying everything. We didn't have nothing. And of course, we have nothing to sell either. But getting another field would definitely be nice as well. That might be a ways off here. Hopefully we can get some more fertilizing contracts. Doing contracts the first 2 years is what's going to get this farm on its feet. And like I said, the field prices around here are not that expensive, so we're okay. And like I said before, we're not going to be doing any other animals on here. This is just a dairy farm. No chicken, sheep, pigs, anything like that. Let's make a mess of the straw. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be picked up anyways. Nice 45-foot wide header. And of course, with the modded header, we can harvest at a wonderful 12 miles an hour. Now the thing is, I could use another shed. Not a big one, but a shed indeed. I think the combine will fit in the shed where we have the corn header. But place for the Peterbilt, I'm thinking maybe put a shed up by the cows for the bales. Yeah, I was thinking before we got the straw bales in that shed where the Peterbilt was parked. But the problem is every time I got to fill the feeder, I got to go on down with, which will be our Ford tractor, grab a bale, then go on up and then put it into the feeder. So maybe get a small shed up above to put our bales under. Make sure they're on the cover. If they're out in the rain, they could. I don't know how fast. The straw doesn't rot really that fast at all. Hay, of course, would be like in the middle, and grass. I'm actually surprised that we still got grass patches inside our grass field. I'm surprised that hasn't decomposed yet. Have myself a nice full load of barley into the combine. Was I not over? It's like, please don't tell me the trigger is too high for the combine and the trailer. How fast does she unload? She unloads actually pretty darn fast, I will say. There's 20,000 liters already put on in. While that's unloading, let me go ahead into our contract page. Field 27 is 84% done, and this is also field number 25. So field 27, I need to bring that to none better milling, and field 25 is going to, the same place. That works out rather well. How many I need to go to none better? That's going to none better. None better. None better. None better. That's going somewhere else. All right. So a lot of crop are going to the same location. So that's what I'm saying. Like field 29. Let's see if I can use, that's oats, barley. Yeah, we know that. So this field here, I haven't even started on. Harvest the barley in field 19 and take it to none better. So when I deliver the barley for the first time, what field is it, what contract is it going to go under? Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, sorry, I need to go here because I need to find none better. None better. Where are you? None better. Farmers, O'Connors, Elders. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay, that works out rather well. But before I bring that up there, what we're going to do is I got to finish the harvest over here. And then, of course, so I don't goof it up, we're going to grab our Dutes Fire and I'm going to go around and collect the straw and bale it on up. I should be able to leave it out in the field and finish the contract and complete the contract. I may not collect on the contract, but I'll make sure we complete it. That's for darn sure. So none better is just like right behind us. That works out rather conveniently. So hopefully it goes towards 2 contracts that you have most done. I have no idea how the multi-mission mod works. Because the base game, you're only allowed to take 1 contract at a time. I call them contracts. Yeah, they are contracts. These used to be missions. Now they're contracts. And I'm thinking the rest of the barley I'm harvesting off here, this barley I should be able to keep. But we shall see. So the good thing about this combine and the map that we got going here, obviously 120,000 liters in this combine is a lot of weight. And we do have the biggest engine in here, which is what, 600 and some odd horse. But luckily there's not a lot of hills around here, so if I were to go up like a steep hill, that with 120,000 liters in the combine, that could struggle a bit, but not many hills around here to worry about. And I always say this, I didn't think these 2 fields were like that big, like always, and then you go start working in them. And even with all the mods and everything I got going here, harvesting at 12 miles an hour, it's taking me about 25 minutes to harvest these 2 fields. So when it comes time to do the bigger fields, yeah, those are the bigger fields. I'm probably doing those in between episodes. And I do have 2 of the big fields that are ready for harvest. So I'll probably take care of that in between episodes. I'll probably even hire a worker because I'll be transporting the crop back and forth and baling up the straw and selling the straw. So it'll be nice to collect on all of these contracts that we got going, and of course we'll get the extra grain that we're going to go ahead and put into our silo, and we're going to keep an eye on the market and find out. It looks like the fall might be the best time to sell some of this crop, but we'll wait and see. And when it comes time to sell all the crop that we're going to be keeping, that'll be a nice little payday, because we can bring in a couple $100 grand by selling all this extra crop we're going to get. So that'll definitely be nice to help pay off that loan a little bit. So this I'm going to keep right into the combine for now, because I have to, because I don't really have much more room inside of our trailer. Actually, you know what? I might as well top it off, though. It's probably only going to take about 1,000 to 2,000 liters, because I was pretty full when I came over here. Yep, there it is. Let me get the combine out of the way. And I definitely want to bale up the straw first before I deliver the barley. Now the barley would say the contract is complete. And the reason why I want to get the straw, because when I complete 1 contract, I don't want it to keep putting barley in there, because it may count me as selling it rather than going towards another contract. Yeah, I took too many harvesting contracts to start with. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we're going to find out here shortly. Get this all set to go. Now let's see if this actually works. And I pick up the straw here. And we are picking up the straw. So thank you for letting me know about this mod. I really appreciate it, because You know, like I said, it's not going to be a whole lot of cash we're getting from the straw. But with all the fields and crop that we got going here, we could end up with like an extra $80,000 out of straw. So that's going to be quite handy. All right, I'm going to work on this for a little bit. It shouldn't take me that long to go around and pick up the straw. Then I'm going to have to take the Peterbilt, go get our flatbed trailer. I want to get the bales off the field as well. I'm pretty sure I can leave the bales on the field. It'll be fine. But for the first time, I'm going to go ahead and get them off the field just in case. Got the baling all done, went on back to the farm to get ourselves our unloading baling trailer, and when I came back through, I'm like, hey, who harvested this field over here? I thought I was the only one able to harvest on this map. Well, apparently, farmers are not waiting for me to get around to them. That's why we got to get some of these contracts done, because the bigger fields, I want to make sure I get to harvest those, because that's where a lot of the money's going to come in from. Oh well. We're working though. We are working. So the question is, how many bales did I get? I had no idea. I didn't check the counter. But we do know this trailer holds 39 bales. And let's just remember our bales are 20,000 liters apiece. So let's go ahead and start picking some up. I won't sell them as of yet. I want to make sure. I want to see how these contracts are going to work out. I am kind of hoping that it fulfills the contracts that are mostly almost complete. So since I got the harvest on these two fields, hopefully it'll complete each one at a time here. Yep, time to zigzag around the field to get all the bales that we can. And I'm not going to store the bales or anything like that. Any bales I do on contracts is just going to be sold. The only bales I'm going to keep for the cows are the ones we do for our own harvest. And I don't plan on buying every field like we did in the Pacific Northwest. That's not what this series is about, the challenge. We're just going to buy fields as we need them. Basically, we're going to have some cereal crop fields so we can go ahead and get straw for the cows. And we're going to have like a couple grass fields maybe so we can make hay. And of course a few grass fields to grow corn in. So we can do chaff and go ahead and make silage. And like I said, I may go ahead, I haven't even tested it yet, but there is like a fish factory we can put down and feed fish corn. So we may do that. But, you know, first things first, I want to make sure once we won't be doing that until at least we get this loan paid off and get the equipment that we truly need on the dairy farm. Like I said, this is all about a dairy farm, but I'm going to try to add a little things here and there just so it doesn't be constantly doing the same thing over and over again. But I thought we were doing that in the Pacific Northwest, but you guys love that series just as much watching me do it. Some days I felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again. But you guys loved it, so hopefully I don't want to be doing something the same thing over and over again, like me keep saying over and over again, constantly over and over again. So, alright, so that's not bad for the amount of bales we got there. Just double checking them to see what else we got, make sure I didn't miss any. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, so now that we got the bales and straw off the field, let's go ahead and drop off this trailer here. And let's pick up the 120,000 liters of barley that we got in the trailer. Alright, and first I'm going to a sell point to sell grain. Alright, so this is the test for the Peterbilt, because remember when we bought the Peterbilt, we did not put the big engine in here. We got like a 405 horse. And this is the first test for pulling 120,000 liters. As you can see, we're not getting to 55 and going uphill. It's like, yeah, I'm not liking that too much, but it gets it done. Alright, so here's none better milling. Okay, now let's hold on a second before I do anything. Let me do this here. Let's go in here in case this screws up terribly. Let's turn auto save off. We'll save the game as is. Let's go to contracts. Field 27 is 84% and 84%. So on Yep, it's taking the barley. My money's not going up. And I'm going to turn it off as soon as it says contracting field, whatever, done. You know, let me go ahead and stop it. Okay, so now it's counting it for field 19, which I didn't even harvest yet. So that's what I was wondering what was going to happen. Field 19 is right there. Field 19. Where's field 19? That is a big field. It's probably going to take all that grain anyways. So let's go ahead and empty it on out. So yeah, in the future I gotta figure out how to do the harvesting contracts. Take them one at a time, I suppose. So I assume that's going to take that much anyways. Any more contracts since I screwed it up? I don't want to say screwed up, but yeah, let's just say I screwed it up. Yeah, no more other contracts doing available. So the next field I'm going to do in between episodes, I'm going to harvest field 19. Because I can get that contract done and try to get all the contracts that go to none better milling here. We'll get those done. But we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and sell those bales and see how much we get for the straw bales that we did. And that's all we'll be doing on day... Is this day 4 of summer? Anyone? Yes, it is day 4 of summer. 80% transported for field 19. So that's a start. So when I harvest off field 19, I'll have to use some of that barley to go ahead and finish off these contracts. But I think I got more than just these fields and barley. Let's go ahead and drop that off for now. Let's back up. And now I got to see where the straw's got to go. Alright, let's go ahead and see where the straw goes. Is there one place or is there more than one place? I have no idea. Buckley Farm. Why does it show me $0? Zero for grass, 0 for hay, 0 for straw. Alright, so here's another point where we're going to go ahead and save the game. And see, I know you cannot sell grass in seasons. I feel like I'm missing something here. Buckley Farm. That's the only place where we'll accept it. Where's Buckley Farm? Right over here. Let me go ahead and just mark that on the... Can I tag it? Can we tag it? There we go. That is down from the animal dealer. Alright. Follow the green light, they say. Now, sometimes in seasons, they don't put the price for hay and straw. So, I mean, if they don't give you a price for hay and straw, we'll figure something out. This is why I turned autosave off, because I didn't want it to save after I went ahead and sold all this straw and get nothing for it. Because what I can do, and I'm not sure if I even got that activated, do I? Where is that under? The heating plant. The heating plant will go ahead and take straw if I have to. Do I have that activated? You know what, Peanut? You should just go down and sell it and see if it takes it. If it doesn't take it, then we'll worry about it. It doesn't look like I have it activated. Alright. I'll have to double check on that. But you know, we may go on down here and I may get money for straw anyway. So let's go see what we get. If we get nothing, then I'll have to get like the heating plant in here. I know the heating plant takes wood chips, but I think it takes straw as well. I think we did that in the Pacific Northwest. I know we did wood chips. But I think in the early stages we did straw as well. So, yeah, my whole theory when I was talking about early in the episode, like when I said, when I go deliver this barley, what field and contract is going to count it under? I'm wondering if it does it by numerically. So, the first field, I don't think traffic stops. 19, of course, comes before 25 and 27, so it's just going to take the barley for that contract first. And I just gave it all 120,000 liters because that's a big field, and I'm assuming it's going to need at least that much to finish off that contract. So no worries there. I gotta remember though, there is a train here, so hopefully those railroad crossing signs work. Or else we're gonna go flying one of these times. Yep, so that road sign is pretty solid. Oh, I did not hit that stop sign. Whatever. Whatever. I mean, knocking over stop signs everywhere. So the question is, are we actually going to get money for this straw or not? And why do they always put like a tree in front of the doors where you got to back a trailer into? Of course, the trigger for this barn may be right out front. I don't know, but I'm thinking it's going to be inside. If I can get the trailer in there. Alright, and let's go ahead and untag this place because that's going to untag. Thank you. And then if I unload it, is it still turned on? Yeah, it's still turned on. That's what you can't. That's why you can't unload it. No, we're getting cash for the straw. Where is the trigger for this? All right, so the trigger must be in front of the door, not inside the barn. 86,000, huh? If I go, money may look a little weird because, you know, sometimes I gotta do things off camera to get the money situation going. Sold bales. So I got $18,452 for selling the bales. That helps out a lot. A lot. And then I gotta do, field 19 is gonna be next, which is barley. And that is a pretty big size field. So if you look at field 25 and 27, the two fields that we just did, and look at field 19, that field's about double the size of those two combined. So we're going to get a lot of cash from just bales on that. And the contracts we're doing, field 29 is going to pay us $11,000 to harvest it. And 27 gave us 4,600, and 25 is 5,500. All right, so money-wise, I think we're doing okay. So yeah, we do get money. It's kind of weird that it doesn't show the price in the market. I'm not sure why it does that. Don't know why, but the good point is we got our money's worth. We got our money's worth. So, not too bad. I think we can go ahead and, I would say pay off some of the loan, but no, we got to buy, I think we're going to buy everything that we need for doing the hay, because when that grass is ready, we got to make sure that we're ready to go. And I want to drive this over to field 19. Where am I exactly? How do I get to field 19? Turn right and then on down that way. Okay. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and use some of this money. Probably buy the Ford first. I'm just hooking on everything. What am I hooking on there? Interesting. Yeah, so I'll probably go ahead and buy the Ford tractor because I'm going to have to go ahead and, you know, we're going to get the animals up and going. Then the butterfly mower, the windrower, the tedder I may not need, because if I cut the grass in the community is below 20% moisture in the grass, then I won't need to ted it. The only time I need to ted the grass is if the moisture is about 20%. Nope, we're at the end of the road. I was like, why does that look that way? Because I'm going past where I needed to go. Oh, I need that turn. Alright, so remember I said I was getting to know the map a little bit? I don't know it completely yet. So, also in the future, upgrades on the engine on the Peterbilt, because 120,000 liters is fine on flat surfaces, but going up little hills and whatnot, start to put a little bit of strain on it. But mostly it's okay. Mostly it's okay. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, wait a minute, where's my horn? Have a good one.